Abantu baseSoweto eningizimu yeGoli namhlanje bebesemzini wombishop ongasekho uDesmond Impilo Tutu beyobhonga emswaneni kube sekukhanyiswa amakhandlela kwabekwa nezimbali emzini kaTutu osemgwaqeni ivilakazi eOrlando West eSoweto.
Leli kwakuyikhaya likaTutu ukusukela ngo-1975 kuyakuqaleni kweminyaka yo-2000 kubikwa ukuthi wenqaba ukuyohlala esilungwini ngemva kokuqokwa njengombhishobhi ebandleni iSt Mary's Cathedral eGoli. Waqhubeka nokuhlala elokishini wala waphetha ukuphuma kule ndawo. Omakhelwane bathi bazoyikhumbula le ndoda eyabe isifana nomkhulu kubona.
Ubaba uTutu nomama uTutu maku December time they used to bring groceries. He used to look after the elders.
Labo abebesebenzisana naye bathi wayebagqugquzela ukuthi bazame ngawo wonke amandla ukwenza kangcono ezifundweni zabo.
He also pushed us to improve ourselves academically, to go as far as we could. But when we reached those heights, he would come back to us and say, well, you know, that's not very important. What's important is the love that you will display in your ministry.
Kusuke ngisho abantu basemalahleni naseStanderton eMpumalanga bezothi ndlelanhle kuDesmond Tutu.
What brings me here is I come here to pay my condolences to the family yakatutu and to also mourn the loss of an icon, a man who loved peace, a man who epitomed the values of a Christian.
I drove from Standerton with my daughter and my wife just to come here in Mona for actually to visit Bishop, because I grew up in Anglican. He was my bishop, and then it's really touching to be here to see actually people coming to mourn him. Yes.
Abaholi bezombusazwe banxuse labo abebekhona ukuthi bahambe einyathelweni zikaTutu.
Archbishop Desmond Tutu lived a life of servanthood. He did not seek personal gain, and that is why he spoke so fearlessly against corruption that he saw on the rise in this nation like a cancer destroying everything they had labored so hard to build.
Kusasa eGoli kuzobanjwa inkonzo yesikhumbuzo eSt Mary's Cathedral.
Njengoba sisemoyeni nje ehholo ledolobha eKapa kubanjwe inkonzo yesikhumbuzo sombishop ongasekho uDesmond Tutu Impilo ake siqoshe bukhoma lenkonzo.
Streets of Mitchell's Plain, West Street, Portland. There wasn't a lente here yet at that time, and Rocklands was still being built. And today I am having coffee with a DA mayor and celebrating how lovely life is. And likewise, here am I, in this city hall where my mom used to come on a train from Pylands, from Garden Village on a Sunday night, when this space here was reserved for non-whites to listen to Ruth Abrams singing opera in reserve locale. And today, we are the beautiful people. Not quite the rainbow people, not quite as perfect as we would like to be, but we also call now upon our leadership, our shepherds. Pope Francis says that a shepherd must smell of his sheep or her sheep. And as an Argentinian, I'm sure he was familiar with the smell of the flock. It's not always as sweetly and rose-scented as one would like to be. But we do call upon our leadership in its current formation, in all the way it contours differences, to be what we need them to be as a people of Kamisa and of Goeiemorgen in Africa. And so, Premier, it is my joy and my pleasure to welcome you to our stage and for you to share a few words with us this evening. Thank you.
Molweni, goeienaand, good evening. What an honor and a privilege it is for me to be able to, on behalf of the citizens of this province, spend a few short minutes reflecting on our arch. Normally, one would begin by saying either all protocol observed, or by saying ministers and mayors and archbishop and consul generals. But this evening, one must just say, good evening, friends, because we are all here for one common purpose. But of the protocols that we must mention, we must say Aunt Leah, Mama Leah, and the Arch and Mama Leah's family, we are all here with you to celebrate this wonderful man, the Arch.
Ombone ukhuluma wayondunankulu wase-Western Cape u-Alan Winde enkonzweni kaMpilo Desmond Tutu eqhubekayo ololo dolobha iKapa. Inkampani idayisa utshwala sithi lenze kangcono ibhizinisi labo ngalesikhathi samaholiday kazibandlela yize kube nemgomo ye-lockdown. Ngomandulo nonyaka izwe lafudukela esigabeni sokuqala se-lockdown. Kanti kulesigaba utshwala bavunyelwa ukuthi budayiswe kuze kushaya ihora le-11 eindaweni zokucima ukoma nasemathilomu. Kwathi uma kuqubuka umxhantelo omusha wobhubhane lwesifo i-COVID-19 i-Omicron, abadayisa utshwala bashawa ingebhe njengoba babenokwesabela ukuthi ngasiqinisa imigomo ye-lockdown nokuyinto engabulala amabhizinisi abo.
Umkhakha othengisa utshwala usube ngaphansi kwencindezi ngenxa yokumisa ukuthengisa kwawo isikhathi ezimbalwa ngenxa ye-COVID-19. Kepha kulokhu umengameli wezwe Cyril Ramaphosa wamemezela ukuthi angeke kuvalwe ukuthengiswa kotshwala. Kanti lo mkhakha uthi uyakuthokozela lokhu.
It has been a very tough few months that the alcohol industry had to be subjected to alcohol bans, but we are seeing a slight recovery. And we are saying to government and certainly the president, we should allow the economy to flourish. There is really no reason whatsoever in the future, to institute any alcohol bans or even restrictions that will condemn our people to poverty.
Kodwa ukuphuza ngokweqile kulimaza kakhulu lo mkhakha njengoba abantu abadala izingozi zomgwaqo besuke bephuzile isikhathi eziningi. Kusenjalo ziyanda isiphakamiso zokuthi kuqedwe ukusebenza komthetho wewashi.
We absolutely support all lobby groups in the hospitality and tourism industry for the lifting of the curfew. The reason for lockdown is that it was to adequately prepare the healthcare system and start necessary beds. What we do know is that there's absolutely no evidence that curfew prevents the spread of the virus, or no scientific data to say by lifting the curfew that we will see an influx in infections. What we do know for certain is that the hospitalization admissions are lower and that there's no impact on the healthcare system currently in place. What we do know is that the economy has been heavily impacted, our industry has been heavily impacted.
Umkhakha wezindawo zokudlela kanabadayisa utshwala bakhahlameze kakhulu ngenxa yokuvalwa kukatshwala. Njengoba izwe lisesigabeni sesine sokubhebhetheka kwe-COVID-19 namanje akucaci ukuthi kungani izibalo zabasuleleka nge-COVID-19 zingekho phezulu njengasemazweni ase-Europe. Amalungu omphakathi ayaqhubeka nokugqugquzela ukuba kulandelwe yonke imigomo yokunqanda lesifo.
Siyakwemukela uma ngobusanda kungena odabeni oluphambili sibike ukuthi njengamanje kubanjwe inkonzo yesikhumbuzo yokukhumbula umbishop ongasekho uDesmond Tutu eCity Hall eKapa. Le nkonzo ihlanganisa amabandla nezinkolo ezehlukene kanti ingxenye yezinkonzo zokukhumbula uTutu ezibanjwe ezifundazweni ezehlukene namhlanje. Izingane bezinendawo ekhethekile enhliziyweni kaArchbishop Desmond Tutu. Empilweni yakhe umbishop Tutu wayehlala njalo elwela amalungelo ezingane la ekhaya nasemazweni aphesheya. iSABC ikhulume nezingane ukuzwa ukuthi yini eziyazi ngalombishop nezizomkhumbula ngayo.
Archbishop Desmond Tutu, he helped end apartheid and he won a Nobel Peace Prize.
What I know about him was that the Arch fought against apartheid. He always stood for the truth and he wasn't afraid to stand up to authority.
He fought against apartheid with Nelson Mandela. He was a good man and a great man in South Africa.
He's a good person and he did a lot of things for the human rights and for the land.
I was shocked by the things he done for this world as a bishop and a politician, a peacemaker. He was also well known for his hard work as an anti-apartheid and human rights activist. Thank you.
Desmond Tutu was a very good man and loved loved people. He also loved a lot of other things. He loved giggling, laughing, kids, and telling jokes.
Ungqongqoshe wamaphoyisa ubheka icele ubagxekile abashayela budedengu nalabo abaqhubekayo nokushayela behle amanzi amponjwana. Ucele ubesemkhankasweni wezokuphepha eRichards Bay enyakatho yesifundazwe eKwaZulu-Natal namhlanje.
Njengoba amaholide eseya ngasemaphethelweni isibalo sabantu abahambela indawo engasogwini siyanyuka, ungqongqoshe ubheka icele ubeyohlola umsebenzi wamaphoyisa aphinde akhumbuze ivakashi kokubaleka kokuyiphatha kahle ngalesikhathi. Osomatekisi bathi bacutsekile ngomsebenzi wamaphoyisa.
Hamba uthi imoto iphume iyahlolwa la erank ukuthi ikulungele yini. Okwesibili ukuqinisekisa ukuthi umshayeli uphelele yini incwadi zokushayela, PDP yakhe isamvumela yini ukuthi abe semgwaqweni. Okwesithathu ukuqinisekisa ukuthi ayiphumi imoto ne-overload. Uma ngabe ilayisha kuyaqinisekisa ukuthi ihamba nesibalo esilingene. Ungqongqoshe wamaphoyisa uthi kuyakhathaza ukuthi kusanabashayeli abangayiphathi neze kahle emgwaqeni. Ucele uthi basabhekana nenselelo enkulu yabantu abashayela bedle amanzi amponjwana.
We are much better this time when it comes to the crime situation than the other previous year, and we hope people keep it that way. But people they did raise issue, especially at the mall, that why don't we close alcohol? And I say no, that we have no business to close alcohol. We hope people they should behave rather than closing alcohol. It should be people that behaving.
Ucela ukuthi amaphoyisa azoqhubeka aqaphe isimo emgwaqweni kulezi insuku ezisele zamaholide. Bongani Gema indaba ze-SABC Richards Bay.
Umnyango wezemfundo eMpumalanga unesiqiniseko sokuthi abafundi abebebhala izivivinyo zikaMatric esifundazweni bashaye into ecokeme. Imphumela kaMatric kulindeleke ukuthi imenyezelwe ngomhla zingama-20 nomuvo kuze kwethwasa enyuvesi eMpumalanga. Kodwa ke abafundi abalindele imphumela yabo bakhathazekile ngokuthi lolu suku lusekudeni kakhulu.
Abafundi bakamatikuletsheni bayaqhubeka nokulinda isimemezelo esikhulu semiphumela yabo ngenyanga ezayo. Labafundi bakhala ngokuthi balindiswa isikhathi eside kulokho, kepha banogqozi ngokuthi uxhaso abalutholile kulonyaka lwabasiza ukuthi benze kahle ngesikhathi bebhala izivivinyo zabo zokuphela konyaka.
Waiting for the results, I think it's causing anxiousness to a lot of students because now they don't know where they stand with their results. And then getting the results late, it might affect them in a way like they wouldn't know where they stand.
I am actually anxious about the results and the fact that they are now being released. The release is delayed. You know, it does really raise the anxious levels.
Umnyango wezemfundo esifundazweni ulindele imiphumela emihle.
Quite optimistic that we will get satisfactory results. We wish that everyone can make it. We had the biggest number this year, more than 69,000 full-time learners. The expectation is that all of them must pass, but if that cannot happen, we would be happy if we could obtain the 83% pass rate.
Kusenjalo, iNational Association of School Governing Bodies isemukele isinqumo somnyango wemfundo yesisekelo sokukhipha lemiphumela ngasekupheleni kukaMasingana.
Fortunately, on the 24th of December, we had a meeting with the department nationally where they were trying to fill us up on the processes that they have undertaken as a department. During the process, we were marking, and then, I think we agreed on a number of issues. All that is, we are just waiting to allow Malusi to do their moderation and all these other processes.
Lo mnyango usunxenxa abazali ukuba baqhubeke nokweseka abafundi njengoba besalinde imiphumela yabo.
Umkhakha wezamathilomu eGqeberha eEastern Cape uthi kube nzima kakhulu ukuhambisana nomthetho wesikhathi sewashi ngalesikhathi esimatasa samhawulida sehlobo kodwa yize kunjalo lo mkhakha weneme ngendlela izinto ezabangcono ngayo nyakenye eqaleni kwalenyanga iFederated Hospitality Association of Southern Africa ixwayisa ngokuthi uma ingaqiniswa imigomo yelockdown ngalesikhathi kuzoguqisa ngamadolo amathilomu kulahleke nenqwaba yemsebenzi.
Nyakenye ngalesikhathi le ndawo yokudlela inesasasa emgwaqeni uStanley engenabantu amathilomu amaningi ayivaliwe kwalahleka nenqwaba yemisebenzi emva konyaka izinto ziya ngokuba ngconywana phakathi nosuku kusuka sekuvele kugcwele phama yize ihora leshumi nomuva kuyisikhathi sewashi kodwa ke abanikazi bamathilomu bathi lokho akubathikamezi njengoba abantu basuke bebaningi osukwini.
We appreciate what Mr. Ramaphosa put through us as well as health department. We are happy because of this curfew. Our priority is our health. Yes, of course, we need money, we need to work, but that is our health first, as well as our customers' health first, then the rest we can come. So as far as I can say, so far, so good.
I am really happy with how things turned out for us restaurant owners. People are coming in any time of the day, and there is never a time where it is not busy. The curfew is good too. We are happy with it.
Kusuke kuphuza emabhishi ngalesikhathi sonyaka kodwa ngenxa yemigomo ye-COVID-19 umasipala uthi ayikho imbungazo ezobanjelwa emabhishi kulonyaka.
The reason why we are recommending that big events be cancelled or postponed is due to the resurgence of the pandemic. We are saying we cannot risk the lives of our people.
Abanikazi bamathilomu bathi balindele amakhasimende amaningi kule insuku ezizayo njengoba kunabantu abazoza bezobungaza ukungena onyakeni omusha.
Iningizimu Afrika izodinga amaruns awu-211 kusasa emidlalweni wayo we-test ne-India eCenturion. iProteas ibekelwe amaruns awu-305 okufanele wahlanganise kanti izongena osukwini lwesihlanu lalo mdlalo isagodle ama-wickets ayisithupha nanka amazubela alomdlalo.
Out. Björn Mulder takes a catch, a good catch as well.
Played edged and taken. Play and a miss to start off with. Was there something on it? Yes, indeed.
No control this time around. Ngidi, a good catch.
Okay.
Another wicket. And it falls to Kagiso Rabada. That's it. South Africa now know what they must get to win this game.
Beautiful. Shami has his man. Edge and taken. Oh my goodness, the resistance comes to an end.
Some runs for South Africa and Rusty van der Dussen.
Gone. Clipped very nicely, and that will be 50 for Dean Alga as well. A well-played captain's knock. My goodness. Drama late in the day as Jasprit Bumrah makes his way through the defences of Keshav Mara.
Ezinye zizakhamuzi zaseKimberley zikhahlanyezwe imvula enamandla njengoba belokhu lidliva kule insuku ezimbalwa ezedlule.
Ezinye izakhamuzi zakule ndawo zithi kule minyaka eyishumi edlule isikhukhula sesiphenduke into eyenzeka kanjalo minyaka yonke kule ndawo. Sithi kunzima nokuya emsebenzini ngenxa yamanzi agcwele emgwaqweni kanti amanzi aphinda angena nasemjondolo yazo.
The municipality must assist us to repair the road. Whenever it rains, we can't move properly here, even on the pavement, because cars are moving up and down here. It became very muddy here.
Ukhulumela umasipala Salt Lake uthi sebejube abezimo eziphuthumayo kule ndawo.
Our emergency services have been around Khaleshiwe and Rodapan, where some areas have been waterlogged, and those who are actually in need of assistance will be provided assistance. But in most cases, as a municipality, what we find is that people really don't want to leave their homes for fear of safety.
Kusihla ngolesithathu ku-SABC 1 nabekosi bangeni bengelelo uzobe usuqaphela thimbo zengamafizulu endaweni esigudle ugu kwintshonalanga koloni laphana ko-Fred and Cape Town hamba njalo ugudla ugefela laphana koGqeberha kanjalo futhi nakwezinye indawo ezikhona laphana eGauteng KwaZulu-Natal eMpumalanga namathuba ezivula ozwalindelayo kuhamba kosuku nje kusihlo laphana eMpumalanga koloni efela laphana KwaZulu-Natal nakwezinye inxa esikhona laphana eGauteng hamba njalo efika eMpumalanga liphopho lembo zengamafizulu livulileke laphana ko-Uppington hamba njalo efika laphana ko-Bloemfontein nakhona laphana ko-Carnarvon uzosuqaphela-ke kusasa mbukeli uzoqhubeka nje limbozi izulu ngamafu kulo lonke nje elihle kakhulu esilakhele ngaphandle kwezindawo esiphakeme laphana entshonalanga koloni usuqaphela amathuba ezivula kuye u-30% empumalanga koloni hamba njalo efika laphana KwaZulu-Natal Gauteng nakwezinye inxa esikhona laphana ko-Northern Cape usuqaphela KwaZulu-Natal anguye u-60% hamba njalo efika empumalanga nakwezinye inxa esikhona laphana eLimpopo kanti usuqaphela iPhato zenkungu zibikwe isikhathi sekuseni endaweni esikhona laphana empumalanga nakhona laphana eLimpopo South African Weather Service bukeli baqinisekisa ukuthi ngempela lezi emvula engikhuluma ngazo samsana ukuduma ngaba yibo ubungozi kakhulukazi laphana empumalanga nakwezinye inxa esikhona laphana KwaZulu-Natal nakwezinye indawo esiphakeme laphana ko-Bloemfontein obheke nje kanjani amazinga akho okushisa kusihlo KwaZulu-Natal mbukeli azobe nguye u-16 sofika laphana u-22 ko-Richards Bay kanti makhona laphana eThekwini hamba njalo ufika laphana eMlazi etshela emnyama nguye u-21 obheke mbukeli okhona laphana Bethlehem azobe u-12 Emelo Mbombela anguye u-14 laphana u-18 kanti ke kuPhalabhola Phulukwane Mosina Liphalane Mahikeng akuye laphana u-17 laphana u-20 sosuqaphela-ke eGauteng azobe nguye u-13 kanti ke mbukeli okhona ko-Beaufort West azobe nguye u-14 kusasa mbukeli okhona laphana eCape Town azobe nguye u-24 kanti ko-Fred nguye u-30 eGauteng namaphethelo azobe nguye u-25 no-27 Bethlehem nguye u-28 KwaZulu-Natal namaphethelo aphathi wakhe laphana u-26 nalaphana u-31 makhona endaweni eziko-Lady Smith Kimberley Mahikeng nakhona laphana ku-Vryburg aphathi wakhe laphana u-30 nalaphana u-32 ngithikini nonke emakhaya Nkosithela Umusa
Mbukeli usale kahle